Good evening, sports fans. Crowbat for the win of the token minorities here today with week 2 of the Stab League. So, I'm playing Trev CL of the Houston Toxapexans. I have never been able to say that right, so feel free to laugh at me in the comments below. Now, his team is a really difficult team for me. I struggled to build this team this week. It really is the first 2 mons in his team list. Now, I want to apologize for not doing a formal team builder this week. I've been absolutely slaughtered with work, and it's been really tough to put stuff up. However, the MPL will be starting up very soon. I'm going all out for it, as much as I can, that is, so I am hyped to put that up. It's going to be starting in a couple weeks. So onto this game. I'm going to do a quick team builder, less than 5 minutes, probably just 2 minutes. So let's just go over it real quick. So Trev's team is Giratina-O and Deoxys-S Z-move. Of course, both of those mons are awful to deal with. Tyranitar, Excadrill, so Sandcore, Keldeo, Sylveon, Klefki, Celebi, Jolteon, and Hariyama. Now, I threw together Weakness Policy Dragonite with Multiscale. It's an agility set. My hope would be that maybe I'd be able to sweep through his team if I get hit with a super effective attack. Just imagine taking on Giratina, taking a Dragon-type attack and going for Dragon Claw with the Weakness Policy and Agility. That'd be awesome. I'd love to do that. Or taking a Stone Edge or something. I've got Pelipper with Charty Berry, basically as a stop to Tyranitar. That's really its only job. I kind of feel like I'm going to regret bringing it, but it is what it is. At least it has Hurricane, it has U-Turn, and a Scald, and it won't be, I don't think it'd be total dead weight. I've also got Manectric. It has Flamethrower, Volt Switch, Thunderbolts, and Toxic. I really am not sure if I should bring Signal Beam. That's my one place of contention here. It's got Toxic basically for the Giratina-O, and that's it. It has nothing to hit Giratina anywhere in its move pool. HP Ice, sure, but it's going to do, what, 2 damage? Yeah, it's not a good idea, so Toxic is really the only thing I have there. Next, we've got Celesteela, which has Leftovers. Of course, it's Beast Boost. It's got Toxic, Protect, Heavy Slam, and Earthquake. It's just Mixed Bulk. It's meant to take on Giratina, but it doesn't take it on very well, so I don't know, that's going to be a little sketchy, so we will see what happens there. I've got Mewtwo with Taunt, Psystrike, or Fear and Toxic, which is hoping to prevent any setup on his side, especially Klefki, maybe Celebi, maybe Giratina a little bit, if I can maybe catch him with some fun shenanigans. And in the final spot, let's see if I do it this way. I think it'll work. Oop, that's going to post a bunch of my teams. Let's see, if I do it this way, it should work better. There we go. And the last will be Lurantis, which has Leftovers, of course, with Defog, Aromatherapy, Superpower, and Leech Life. I'm hoping to make use of Contrary. We'll see what happens. So why don't we jump into this game? I think I've been talking about the teams way too much. Let's see. That's not the right game. This is the right game. Here we are. I'm going to go hit play right now. I'm going to lead off with my Mewtwo, as Trev is going to lead off with his Celebi. It's a decent matchup for me. I want to taunt to maybe prevent Leech Seed or some kind of fun shenanigans. Of course, it's Stealth Rock, which I'm very happy to have taunted, because I don't need Stealth Rocks on my side of the field. He switches into Klefki as I switch into Celesteela. Not a particularly great matchup for me. However, I can go for the Heavy Slam on the incoming Celebi, which is going to do a nice chunk, although that Celebi is clearly bulky. It has Leftovers. I don't like that it could probably set up on me or Leech Seed me. Something like that. I have to go into my Lurantis if I want to possibly defog it away. That Psychic does a lot, not very much, and I get the special attack raise due to Contrary, so that was really cool. I am not going to deny that. I was very happy with that. Just, I got a laugh out of it during the game. So Celebi switches out in favor of Giratina Origin, and it will ruin my day. I had literally no switch-ins for this thing, which was really bad. Just my whole team was basically ruined by Giratina Origin. Celesteela was kind of my one go-to mon that could kind of deal with it a little bit, but now it's burned, so it can't do anything, and I really probably should have made it a special Celesteela. Of course I missed the Toxic, but at least it was on a Celebi, so not a huge loss for me, because it has Natural Cure, is what it is. I'll switch to Lurantis to hopefully get some major damage with Leech Life if I can, to defog, to do something like that. I think I started this game off really well. I had so much momentum going. I'm hoping to keep it up, but that Giratina is here, and it's at very high health. It's going for Home Claws. That thing is scary. I wish I tried to go for the aromatherapy to clear up the Celesteela, but that's not going to work for me very well, clearly, because this Giratina is setting up in my face. It's a +2 attack, and I am scared out of my mind because I know it's going to absolutely destroy me with Shadow Force. Of course, I missed the Toxic as he Shadow Forces. I just have no switch-ins. I don't really have a Dark type. I have nothing for this. I have nothing that can switch into this. And it's really, really sad. I have to just Intimidate with Mega Man Electric and get a Toxic off and hope that'll keep it down long enough for me to just get a couple KOs. I'm feeling like my back's against the wall at this point. I mean, the one silver lining right now is that I got a Toxic up on it and it's going to do damage as he goes for Shadow Force. This was the one Mon I think that could have taken an attack, the Pelipper, and it could have done an extra turn of Toxic damage. It was max defense. I didn't calc it, but I think without that crit, it would have survived one attack. So that was really unfortunate, is what it is at this point, though. I had to go to Manectric just to lower its attack again, and I go for the Volt Switch, knowing that, yes, Jolteon can come in, but it really is not a huge deal, because it's at full health anyways. So I'm just going to Toxic the Jolteon at this point. I can't Volt Switch out or do much. I'm going to go to Dragonite and just kind of hope for a miracle at this point. Hope he goes for HP Ice. I don't know. Fortunately, he Volt Switched, so I do not get the boost that I want. Is what it is. Deoxys is here, so I'm going to go for the Ice Beam. Yeah, that's... Dragonite's down. So that game plan's out the window. This game is slowly spiraling out of control as I go to Lurantis to hopefully get things in shape, but with that Giratina Origin around, I don't see it happening anytime soon. I'm going to make an aggressive switch into Mewtwo against the Klefki, so I'm going to go back to Manectric predicting the Thunderbolt. Thunder Wave is going to be immune, so that was at least a nice prediction on my part. I know he's probably going to bring in something like Keldeo or Jolteon, so I predicted Jolteon this time. Because I think he was, I thought about it. I thought he was going to overpredict that time, but I thought it'd be better to play it safe at this point. So he scalds my incoming Lurantis as I go for, well, let's see. He gets the burn, by the way. I'll say that a third time, I go for the switch into Mewtwo as he goes into Klefki again. It's not a good matchup if I want to stay unparalyzed. If I even want a small chance of winning this game, I need to keep the Mewtwo alive, because it's the only thing that can maybe take on the Giratina at this point. Maybe. And even that's a stretch, honestly. This game's kind of lost. Psystrike won't be able to KO the Giratina. Maybe after Toxic damage, but bar that, this is a tough game, an uphill battle. Of course, Z-Move Deoxys easily finishes that off with a never-ending nightmare, so that dream is dead. And it's really looking like it's going to be a 6-0 if I am... If I'm being totally honest here. And I'm not looking forward to a 6-0 loss, especially after losing last week in a not fun manner to a Kyogre. I was pretty disappointed with that. Now I think I'm about to be disappointed again. But we persevere in life. Life has given me so many great challenges, but this is not one of them. We're going to persevere. We're going to go on. We're going to try to at least get one KO. That's my goal. Alright? Maybe I had just a really bad team matchup this week. Trev played really well. He had a lot going for him. And I don't mean to take anything away from him. He just had an amazing matchup between Giratina-O and Deoxys-S. But he also played well too. Now, of course, there's my 5-0. At least it wasn't a 6-0. I'm priding myself in that at least. But I'm not going to give up. I'm going to write this one off as really bad team matchup. I tried to find switch-ins to Giratina and Deoxys together. I could not find them. If for some reason something on my team was able to switch into it and I was that blind, please let me know in the comments, but I really don't think there was anything on my Stab League team that could. So anyway, we're going to keep moving forward, we're going to keep doing the best we can, and we got week 3 coming next week. I'm not sure who we're playing, but I'm hoping to get the team builder up this time, this Friday. I'm looking forward to seeing you all there, looking forward to continuing my journey through the Stab League, and we'll see you next time. Peace.